HTC has expanded its One family, and this is it. This one, you know, that's a mini, that's your regular One, and this is new one, the One Max. And it was clear that there will be a big one with a bigger screen, and here we go, it's 5.9 inches. So it's a little bit bigger than this over here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, as you know, 5.67 inches. Both have full HD, meaning 1080 by 1920 pixels. So it comes to a little difference between the two devices concerning the pixel density, meaning 388 ppi on the Note 3 and 373 ppi on the Max over here. But as you know, this one is AMOLED, meaning, okay, you have a diamond matrix from the subpixel structure over here, but nevertheless you have two subpixels forming one pixel, and this is a typical LCD3, or meaning IPS plus display, meaning this is dual domain that has a great viewing angle, not like the, let's say, Sony Xperia Z1 or something like that. So the colors and the contrast is the same, but nevertheless, the pixels are illuminated from below, from the back side, and this is AMOLED, and here the pixels are glowing by themselves, but two subpixels, and here are 3 subpixels per pixel. So as you can see here with the text, let's say, in the menu in the app launcher, even those very tiny text over here you can read great without any problem, and the bigger ones over here. So this is no problem at all concerning the size and the pixels. But there's a difference concerning the processor, because here we have a Snapdragon 600, the Snapdragon 800, 2.3 gigahertz, 1.7 gigahertz. But as you might have heard, Samsung has a little trick over there, just some benchmarks, and some Samsung apps are available to use those 2.3 gigahertz. So normal apps just have around about 2 gigahertz, but 3 gigabyte of RAM, 2 gigabyte of RAM, that's the difference. And that's why at least HTC is telling me, because they wanted to build not a better one, but just a bigger one. So this one has that Snapdragon 600 too, and they are telling us every year will be a major overhaul concerning the One family. So next year there will be a Snapdragon 800 or whatever for the total family, but at the moment they wanted to keep the same platform, that Snapdragon 600 over here. HTC is telling us. All right. Nevertheless, we have that typical One camera over here, meaning 4 megapixels, ultra pixels. Okay, bigger pixels catching more light, and that optical image stabilizer inside again. So this is an advantage in darker situations, but nevertheless in bright sunlight or whatever, you have that 13 megapixels camera and videos in 4K, meaning 4 times full HD. Great quality, very sharp. That's an advantage of the Note 3, of course. And here we have just full HD videos. Let's wait how sharp they will be, but that 4 megapixels photos, if you don't zoom in, they are totally okay, no problem at all. But the moment you start just panning a little bit, so you see that just 4 megapixels. So I'm waiting for that 8 megapixel ultra pixels next year. So that's the big difference. And here comes something I really like, what has changed. First of all, this one is now that just only infrared for infrared remote control, and here we have now that on-off standby button that's on the side right now, lying exactly where my right thumb is, or for lefties you will have to use this finger or whatever you want, but it's always better than on the top, like on the one over here. But because for me I was just always looking where is it until I found that one, so I guess it's better to have it right here in the side. And the best one is this little thing here. I first thought maybe this is a mute button, but no. Here you can open the bag. and this is beta hardware and software, I have to tell you, so don't get me wrong. So, but nevertheless, I wanted to show you. This is again aluminum, so you have that typical, that very classy feeling, and this is just plain, even if it's looking like leather. Nevertheless, it's just plain plastic, and here we have aluminum, but nevertheless you can see inside, and especially you have here that micro SD slot, so you can extend the memory. Internal memory is 16 gigabyte only. Unfortunately, the Note 3 had 32 gigabyte internal memory. You can add a SD card as well, up to 64 gigabyte over here, SIM card, and you can remove the battery by yourself, I guess, but it's nothing you would do just on the way if you need a little bit more power or something on the afternoon or evening. So that's a little bit tricky. So that's an advantage of the Note. Again, let me open it. Here we go. Here you can just remove this one easily just on your way, so that's an advantage too. That thing with that stylus over here, I do not know. I don't need it, but there are a lot of people that want a stylus, so I won't decide that one, but you can use, of course, the HTC One Max without any stylus if you want to or need to or whatever. So, and let me now go like this one over here carefully, because I've been told it's a little bit tricky here on that beta hardware here. I'm trying my best to get it on again without ruining anything. Okay, I hope I did well. So, but nevertheless, you have that bigger display. Again, you see, that's the problem, or the one always has been. I have to change my behavior. So here we go. So you have to decide for yourself: bigger screen, AMOLED, LCD, or if you like more the stylus and or that multimedia things over here. But if you want to have more power, you have an option on that HTC One Max. You see those 3 pogo pins over here. I can't show you, they are not finished already, unfortunately, but I've been told that there will be an additional called power jacket, so you can plug on the jacket over here. You have a flap for protecting the surface of that touch screen. And in that flap over here, there's a built-in additional battery of 1,150 milliampere hours, internal 3,300 milliampere hours. The Note 3 has 3,200 milliampere hours internal battery. So a little bit bigger, and with that additional, again, I can, here we go. So with that additional battery, you might run out of any problems, but we have to see in the battery test how it takes, how long will stand that display, that LCD display in real life situations. We'll have to see. But LTE and wireless LAN, AC, 5 gigahertz, dual cell HSDPI, whatever you want. NFC, of course, is internal. That's the same. So this is nothing you can decide on which one to choose. So you have to see if you like it a little bit more classy or heavy or whatever you want to say, you call it. This one is a better one if you can miss a little bit concerning the photo quality. And yeah, here we go. That's the last one I wanted to show you, that fingerprint reader you might have heard of. Yes, it's in, and it's a little bit different than on the Apple iPhone 5S, because on that 5S, as you might remember, you have that button here, just put on your finger and it will scan your fingerprints. But here you have to move your finger, even if it's that big. That's because, I've been told, at least by HTC, this is some kind of, touchpad, like on, you might know from your notebook. So this API will be open for developers shortly. So there may be third-party apps using that touchpad over here for, I do not know what kind of app that needs, because everything I'm imagining you can do on the touchscreen, but nevertheless there will be I guess some great ideas for apps how you can use this one. Unfortunately, I can't show you because I do not know the password for this device, and I need that one to build implement new fingerprints, but you have to swipe over several times, as you know from other normal regular fingerprint readers, and you can integrate up to 3 fingers. So maybe you start your device with this first finger, and with the second finger you start the camera or whatever you want, and with the third finger every app you want to, I don't know, or your children, whatever you can use with different persons, giving different rights or whatever you can do with that one. But that's this. And it's Android 4.3 coming with a new Surface user interface. It's called Sense 5.5, and as you can see, it's almost the same like like the Sense 5 on the one, but there are a little bit some new details I wanted to show you just in brief. And by the way, Android 4.3 and Sense 5.5 will come to the One family, meaning first to the One in October and a little bit later to the One Mini 2. But the new things are, for example, that you have this, that blink feed over here, and now you can have with a swipe to the right this where you can choose whatever you want, different sources for your news. Or here, of course, you have your settings again. But the new thing is that you can have a search, and maybe, let's say, you can have a tag and say, okay, this one I want to store like this over here, and as you can see, this is now a live search included in your blink feed. And something other I wanted to show is that you now have the option to say, okay, save for later, read later, and then this will be in this reading list over here, and this is you can read offline for later, and if you want to go back to the blink feed, you do like this, and you're over here again. And the other thing is that you have on that videos the possibility to say, okay, here we go, and have it's called dual, yeah, here we go, that's called a dual frame. And as you can see here, we have that front camera seeing me recording that video, hi, and on the background you have that regular camera here, both in the same pictures. You might know that feature from other devices, and now it's again on that phone here too, and some integration of Google Plus and whatever. So, and the best thing, I guess, for most, or at least my feedback from the One always has been, can I deactivate that blink feed? I do not need that. And yes, now you can. Here we go, blink feed on, off, and as you can see now, it's gone. You have your regular home screens as you want them, and if you want blink feed back, just a tap over here, and here it's again on the very left. So these are the new features of the Sense 4.4. Just in brief, there are a lot of more the features I can show here because I'm running out of time, but just as a brief comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and that HTC One Max, I hope it will be enough for you to give a first impression of that. All right, thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you back soon. But the price, here we go, that's the last one, yeah, okay. It's coming at the end of October, and the price from HTC is 699 euros without any contract. So meaning on the street, on the web, you will have it from the start on right about at 660 or 670 or something like that. That's a little bit higher than the Note 3, that's around about 650 here in Germany, at least without any contract, 650, 660, 670 for a start. So it's the same league, let me call it like that. Okay, that was the last info right now. Thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.